A habit that survives into your 30s becomes harder to remove than it ever was in your 20s. The version of you that crosses 30 is the version that compounds for the next decade. Weak discipline before 30 becomes visible instability after 30. Financial neglect before 30 turns into financial pressure after 30. Emotional immaturity before 30 damages serious relationships after 30. A comfort-driven identity built in your 20s resists necessary change in your 30s. 30 amplifies daily patterns rather than erasing them. A decade of delay does not disappear when a new decade begins. The illusion of unlimited time fades rapidly once 30 arrives. Regret feels heavier once years feel measurable. Career stagnation before 30 narrows options after 30. Health neglected in your 20s demands discipline in your 30s. A scattered focus before 30 reduces leverage after 30. Weak boundaries tolerated before 30 invite disrespect after 30. A passive mindset carried into 30 struggles under adult responsibility. Social comparison intensifies sharply once peers stabilize in their 30s. Starting from zero at 30 requires more sacrifice than starting at 25. Energy declines gradually while responsibility increases steadily. 30 reveals whether preparation actually happened. Preparation before 30 determines stability after 30. Fear avoided before 30 becomes hesitation during high-stakes decisions after 30. Pride that resisted correction before 30 becomes limitation after 30. Repeated indulgence before 30 weakens resilience after 30. Avoided hard conversations before 30 become complex conflicts after 30. Inconsistent effort before 30 fractures self-trust after 30.
Self-trust built late requires greater discipline than self-trust built early. A comfort-first lifestyle before 30 limits ambition after 30. Emotional volatility before 30 complicates long-term commitments after 30. A reputation formed before 30 follows you into every room after 30. Skill depth neglected before 30 becomes visible under competition after 30. 30 does not punish youth. 30 exposes rehearsal. Rehearsed weakness before 30 becomes reinforced behavior after 30. Correcting identity after 30 demands stronger effort than shaping identity before 30. The window for flexible change narrows once responsibilities multiply. Responsibilities rarely decrease after 30. Financial pressure feels sharper once independence is expected. Stability becomes more attractive once youth fades. Attraction standards shift once adulthood solidifies. Opportunity feels rarer when risk tolerance shrinks. Risk tolerance shrinks when comfort defined the 20s. Time before 30 feels abundant enough to waste. Time after 30 feels structured enough to measure. Weak routines carried into 30 collapse under sustained pressure. Strong routines built before 30 compound into stability after 30. Confidence built only on potential fades once results are demanded. Results matter more after 30 than promises. Correction feels lighter when habits are still flexible. Habits become rigid after years of repetition. Repetition before 30 becomes identity after 30. Identity hardened after 30 resists sudden transformation.